So let's continue the stream. Sorry about that.
Let's continue the stream.
Video capture. Display capture. There we go.
Display capture. There we go.
That up top. All right. So I was busy telling the story about Bongo, and then
I was busy
video on YouTube, and I started fiddling, and our violent mistake restarted. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it is fucking stupid to have a fucking restart button. Just restarts the PC instead of holding in the fucking power button like other electronic devices in general. But no, this one has a restart button right next to the earphone jack. Like, that is so annoying. Who designed that? Who put that there? The reset button shouldn't be a button, and if you really want it to be a button, move it somewhere further away from the headphone jack of all things. The thing where you put your fingers and you like grab and push and stuff. Come on, that is so annoying. Alright.
That is so annoying. Alright.
Bonker.
And
sweet baby boy. Back to sleep,
baby boy.
You can go back to sleep, little friend.
You can go back to sleep.
He is so loved.
Little friend.
Probably the most loved dog in the entire fucking world.
Probably the most loved dog in the entire world.
Alright. So,
yes,
where were we?
Alright. So, where were we?
Let's see. Oh no. I take it Asmongold's dad didn't make it.
I take it Asmongold's dad.
Fuck, that's rough, man. That is so sad.
Fuck, that's
just
rough,
losing a family member, and like someone who's also like I lost my mom to cancer. It fucking sucks, and he hasn't even known for very long. I can't remember when he announced it.
He hasn't even known for very long.
When he said it. I remember watching him just being like, oh shit, fuck, that's
I remember watching him just being like, oh shit.
Like I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff. I do agree with him.
I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff.
He talks about a lot of stuff. It's just sad losing someone.
It's just sad.
Last week we thought my
last week
dad's newish wife, my stepmom, we thought she might be on her way out too, but thankfully this week we got confirmation from a doctor that the biopsy was wrong.
This week we got confirmation from a doctor that
things are chilled. Things are super chilled now. Like the best possible scenario happened, which was fantastic. Anyway, first things first, I want to look at the spring.
First things first, I want to look at the spring.
Alright. If you don't know, the Springboks, South Africa's rugby team, the best rugby team in the world,
South Africa's
for almost a decade now, if not longer. We have won 2 World Cups in a row, back to back.
We have won
the
2
most
World
out of
Cups in a row.
anyone. We've won 4 of them.
We've won the most out of anyone. We've won 4 of them. We're
about to win the rugby championship too. We've had some touch and goes, and Los Pumas, the Argentina team, have failed us out every time by managing to get a win versus both of Australia and the All Blacks, which is massive. But as you can see, numero uno, South Africa. Point difference plus 55. Bonus points 3, 15 points total. New Zealand, we gave them a smashing.
New Zealand,
the biggest loss they've ever experienced. That was 2 weeks ago.
Biggest loss they've ever experienced.
Or a week ago, whatever it was.
2 weeks ago.
And now we just thumped Australia. Argentina. Australia was actually our trickiest. They've gotten a lot better. They've had a pretty rough time recently. With their rugby, like in the last couple of years, they've been kind of cack, but they've been great recently, which is awesome. It's just nice seeing better teams coming up and fighting, watching better rugby. And I like it when these southern teams do well. Obviously, I want us doing better than New Zealand. Historically, they have been a dominant force in rugby, so to now be the best in the world for the last few years, it's been magical. Our whole country's been absolutely loving it. But let's check out the highlights. We've got this player, Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu. He played absolute outstanding. So the headphones still aren't jacking in properly.
Okay, don't press the restart button.
There we go. Championship, and it remains the most tightly contested edition of the tournament since its inception back in 2012. But Sia Kolisi's Springboks come to Durban with the opportunity to take control of the championship heading into the final round next week. Nokia beautifully out the back for Feinberg.
So this number 10, this is the guy that's going to be the best player of all time.
Nokia beautifully out the back for Feinberg. And the rescue act.
Well done by that guy, by the Argentinian. Also, I love this Argentinian team. Like Argentina, they've always been decent at rugby, but not very good. But they have, in the last like 5-6 years or so, maybe less than that, they have been so quality. Their kicking, obviously being the nation of football, is incredibly good, but their backlines also crazy good. And they've also got some big fucking guys. Not as big as ours, but
they will come back.
South Africa breeds some crazy large individuals.
Down in the Springboks 22-meter area, across the 15 goes Marks. Big opportunity here. Ruan Nokia takes ball at the front. Malcolm Marks directing things from the tail of South Africa's maul. Argentina swinging around to no avail.
There we go. That's Malcolm Marks. He actually was in like Pretoria. I met him a couple of times when we were both in high school. Large guy. Watch this. This is crazy.
Watch this. This is crazy. I hate this fucking thing.
Back on his own. So Doc's down for a goal line dropout.
Look at this. Okay, so there's rules in rugby. If he taps it down, it's not like an own goal kind of thing, an own try. You can pass it, you can kick it out, like there's a bunch of things you can do. Call for a scrum, but one thing you can also do is drop, kick it into touch for another player to like run on and get, or just hoof it up the field, whatever. But like, the play's over.
But like, the play's over.
So Brett, mate, we just want to come up to you here, see what happens.
He is outside the 5 metres, then regathers the ball, and then he grounds the ball,
So I can
Look what he does here. He just kicks it. No one's really playing.
Look what he does here.
But that Argentinian player is like, well, I mean, I might as well.
I might as well.
It's a fucking try.
And
none of our players were even playing. It was just like a rookie schoolboy error.
Just like a rookie schoolboy
Like
error.
it's crazy.
So I can confirm that your on-field try is correct.
Like it's crazy.
Wow. How bizarre is that?
How bizarre is that?
How bizarre is that?
Yes, that's weird.
Inside his own half, can he get a 50-22?
No. This is crazy. This is fucking
No.
mad.
This is crazy. This is
Ngoma Zulu, my
mad.
boy, over here.
Ngoma
So this
Zulu,
is
my boy,
usually
here.
like a crossfield.
So this is
like,
usually like
a cross in football, in soccer, if you will, in football. I'm just calling it football.
In soccer, if you will, in football.
In footy, you get a cross, where you cross the ball across the pitch for someone to get.
He
does that.
The ball across the pitch for
but look who he crosses
he
to.
Does that.
Inside his
But
own
look
who he's
crosses
running. Look at him.
to.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look where he's running. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
What? Was it that fast?
What? How is he that fast?
And Kanan Moody over here being an absolute point. He hears the call and he's like, yeah, 100%. It's all yours, big man.
He's like, yeah, 100%. It's all yours.
Oh, I
big
want to
man.
watch this again. Boom.
Oh, what a watch this
Sprint.
again.
From like halfway.
Boom. Sprint. From like halfway.
That's crazy. That is
That's crazy.
one of, if not the
That
best
is
try I've ever seen
One
in my
of,
life.
if not the best try
And he
I've
kicks.
ever seen in my life.
And he kicks it through him.
And he kicks.
He used to be shocking at kicking the balls in the World
He
Cup.
used to be shocking at
Oh, wait,
kicking
that was
the
Mali.
balls
Never
in the
mind.
World Cup.
But yeah, he wasn't great at them, but he's been practicing, working
But yeah,
on
he
it.
wasn't great at
I'm
them,
sure
but
Andre
he's been
Parlage,
practicing,
the
working
legend
on it.
himself,
I'm sure
the
Andre
man
Parlage,
that won us the
himself,
last World Cup.
the man that won us the last World
Yeah,
Cup.
man.
And he's then
Malcolm,
It's going to be a penalty try.
Malcolm.
penalty try. So it's all square or even so far.
So it's all square,
Very
or
even.
even so far.
I mean, you would think it's
Very,
half
very
time.
I mean, you would think
time's up, but no.
You would think
It's an
time's
80-minute
up.
game, so
no.
this was half
It's an
time
80-minute
when
game.
this
So
happened.
this was half time when this happened.
Now it comes for Feinberg and Gomezulu.
We didn't let it go out of play, and we go and
We
score.
didn't let it go out of play.
Bringing it half
And
time.
we go and score.
Let's fucking go.
Bringing it
We've
half
got the
time.
lead.
Let's fucking go.
Plenty of drama
We've
here
got
in
the
Durban,
lead.
half time. It's South Africa 25.
Boy, we need to get
Argentina,
your little
23.
Springbok jersey.
We
Always
need to get
risky.
your
Now
little
Feinberg and
Springbok
Gomezulu
jersey.
with the cross kick for
What a
Yeah,
He's
what a
good. It's
He's
crazy. You
good.
can't kick it better than
Now
that.
Feinberg and
Crazy.
Gomezulu with the cross kick
You
for
can't kick it better than
And Cheslin. God, what a hero.
And
Fuck, he's quick.
Hero. Fuck, he's quick.
simply brilliant. The kick could not have been weighted better.
Yeah. Ball's there.
But playing on advantage still. Jan-Hendrik Wessels and Feinberg and Gomezulu. An audacious dummy. And he has a hat-trick.
What was that trick?
What is that trick?
Oh, and siding through goes Malia. Inside for Alpano.
Weak defending.
Weak defending.
Oh, and side.
Hate to see a big man just
Hate to
miss
see a
like
big
that. It's
man
not
just
fair enough.
Malia.
There's no like that. It's not fair enough.
It was a good try. Good try. Can't take that away.
Good try. Good try. Can't take that away.
First for defending, but well done.
Well defending, but well done.
And the game's close once again. Close-ish.
And the game's close once again.
I love Damien Dialindi. I love all of these guys. These are the boys. These are the deep
I love all of these guys. These are the boys. These are the deep vodka.
Penalty advantage. Libok over the top. Ethan Hooker on his home ground gives the pass to Peter Steck to try.
Not stopping Peter Steck from that distance. Man that big. He's found himself on the wing.
Man that big.
He's found himself on the wing more. I think that's the second week in a row he scored a try from the wing, which is crazy because he's a number 7. He's a huge
crazy because he's a number 7.
What a rugby player. What a man.
What a rugby player. What a man.
Vandenberg, Snyman. Again an offload in contact. Marnie Libok.
Marnie, also a fantastic player.
Marnie, also a fantastic player.
Offload in contact. Marnie Libok. Snyman.
Drops out his leg. I'll do it.
Marnie Libok.
Drops out his leg. I'll do it.
Boom. Over you.
Boom. Over you.
That was fire rugby. That is straight fire rugby.
That is straight fire rugby.
Yeah, we are looking good. We're no longer just like the big men that bully guys
and
kick.
We've
transformed. Russia's transformed us once again.
Russia's transformed us once again.
Looks great. Oof.
Almost dropped it. Great.
Peter Steff.
Almost dropped it. Peter Steff.
And with that, that is how we dominated Las Pumas Argentina in the rugby this weekend. Yeah, so in that, with my boy Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu, he got the record for the most points scored by a South African in a single game, which is crazy, beating Percy Montgomery's record. I think he got 32 points or something, so more than Argentina got in the game. Once again, I just want to say no hate to Argentina. I absolutely love their rugby team. I've also had, I used to live with this Argentinian girl, not in that way. She was a lovely Manu. Lovely chick. Every Argentinian person I've ever met has always just been super cool. It's actually quite funny when I used to live in the Dominican Republic. I worked with this guy and he was from Argentina, and at the time, because I was living like overseas and it was hard to keep up with the rugby, and not many countries were showing the rugby, whether it was Thailand, Dominican Republic, USA, whatever it was. Not many watched the rugby, so I didn't actually keep up with rugby all that much. But I watched a hell of a lot of football because that's everywhere in the world, except maybe the US. In fact, in the US you'll find it in most places you can get a game. And this guy is like, oh, you're South African, you must love rugby. I was like, I do, but I don't really watch it. And he was bummed because he wanted to talk rugby with someone. And I wanted to talk football and watch football as an Argentine, which was very, very strange. A South African that didn't watch rugby and an Argentine that didn't watch football. That's a solid dude. But yeah, I mean, fantastic. Absolutely massive.
Absolutely absolutely massive.
Let's watch the rest of this conspiracy video.
Let's watch the rest of this conspiracy
So I want to go back
video.
to the start of 9/11 stuff because
9/11.
That stuff's crazy.
That stuff's crazy.
I don't know what I believe. I don't have a very strong opinion on 9/11. South Africa, it's not my disaster. I didn't get invaded after or anything like that. So my opinion isn't too strong, but it's very interesting.
What's up, bro? What up, man? How you doing, Dominic? Hey, thank you, bro. I like it.
Okay, my name's Luna.
Luna, before we go, does the tinfoil hat have any actual purpose, or is it more just like for swag purposes?
Swag.
Okay, yeah.
It's under my Dodger hat.
This guy's class. What do you say?
Actual purpose, or is it more just like for swag
You ready for it?
purposes?
Swag.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet.
It's under my Dodger.
Guys, dope.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but social media.
You too, man.
I had thought about your prompt and I was like, that's pretty messed up if the government would do this as an inside job. There's a lot of people that their lives are lost and continue to be lost because of all the...
Yeah, so that's the main thing I think about, why I don't necessarily buy that it's like it was an inside job, is because I can't imagine even the CIA and stuff, even America wouldn't just bomb the fucking kill the fuck out of so many people of their own citizens on their own soil. That's
the cancer, trauma.
I don't know shit about
And
fuck.
it's something I don't want to undermine either. This is very devastating. The thing that James mentioned that was really good, you guys talked about the Patriot Act. I'm a product of the Patriot Act. I lived a life of crime, drugs, and lo and behold, I live in LA, so lo and behold, when the counties got full, the feds picked up the pace, and so they made these little private prisons, and how they were able to fill this is, I guess, this is how they used the Patriot Act. They started tapping wiretaps without
No warrant.
No warrant at all.
Gotcha.
So I was like on my indictment, I was like number 23. I was on the low totem pole, but there was 31.
Do you want to go see what's happening outside, boy?
Suck, guys. Suck, guys. Get up.
Oh, slightly a jar for him. I'm so bummed. Coffee. Right on my new white shirt. Damn it.
Mine was for dope that didn't exist, but it was just the conversation of the dope. But because I had a past, it stuck. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'm not against it, I thank God that happened to me.
I must say, that's fucked up. Like the government being able to just tap your phone, it's such an invasion of privacy. I mean, I don't know if we have anything like that in South Africa, but I know that, our government and police forces are fucking useless. It's not really something we need to be concerned with.
That's not really something we need to be good
That's crazy.
God used all that to utilize me to get clean, to change my life around, and I took advantage of it. Now, as an adult and a new father and a new husband, I'm a little concerned of the policing of the surveillance of the state.
But I mean, good for this guy for getting clean and stuff like that. But
good for this guy for getting clean.
The fact that they just came and arrested him for a phone call is. That God, that is fucked.
And I feel like since. I think brother said it really well though. It's like since the 9/11, it was kind of like
Like, have you read through, like, my messages and stuff like that with my friends? Like, you could easily mistake me for being a terrorist because we said some offhand shit and we don't mean any of it.
We said some offhand shit and we don't mean any of it.
If it happens, it happens.
Well, especially now with the Palantir stuff, like the surveillance state is just escalating, and the way they're aggregating our data and, you know, spying on us basically through our consumption habits and media, we're going to see a whole new level of surveillance.
And we're getting this information far later than when it actually is already been.
Why do they want to vote him off so bad? He seems
why do they
cool
want
to
to
me.
vote him off so bad?
Also, I didn't say this. I absolutely love Andrew Callahan from Channel 5 News on YouTube. Like, also check out Jubilee if you don't know them. I feel like most people know them with 10 million subscribers. This series is massive surrounded. Channel 5 News on YouTube. Definitely check him out. And I love, like, he's not argumentative. He's a proper journalist. He has questions. He wants to talk about things. He wants to talk to people, not talk about people, which I really like.
Right, that's the craziest part about anytime you hear about something in the news like related to surveillance, it's like it's already happening. You don't hear about it when they're making the blueprint.
Exactly.
And who owns Palantir?
So my just whole goal to you is just always go with an open mind and always dig.
Founded in 2003 by Peter Thiel. Same man that owns JD Vance.
Same man that owns JD Vance.
God, I hate that guy. He's a fucking evil.
God, I hate that guy.
Let's take a look at old Alex Karp. Piece of shit. Absolutely no fucking moral compass.
And I know it's very dangerous to dig in some certain areas because corporations are corporations and people are bought with whatever people are bought.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you.
So you too, man. Thanks for coming, dog. Yeah. What's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
I'd like to start things that make you say, there was talk about the pilots. We were talking about guys that had very little experience, and it was documented that I believe the pilot for the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania was the plane that crashed that hit the second tower, supposedly, was one of the weakest pilots, affirmed by his flight instructor. My question is, to pull off the maneuver that suggested to hit that tower, there are accounts from actual airline pilots, very experienced pilots, that said they couldn't make that maneuver.
I've heard this one before, and I don't really get it. He was flying above the skyline.
He was flying above the skyline.
Crashed the fuck into a building, no? Doesn't seem like the craziest maneuver.
Doesn't seem like
I'm not a pilot, my father is.
Like,
probably
I'm not a pilot, my father is.
I'll do that off stream. I've played GTA 5. I've flown a plane into a building or two. It didn't seem that odd.
What do you say to that?
What would the alternative be? That it would, like, they had a professional, amazing pilot in there, and there was no hijacker?
It's not that that's an alternative, but it's like, let's compare it to sports. There are some people that are equipped because of their experience and repetition that they can do things that others can't.
Yeah.
Right? So, especially you're talking about, it's a skill. Flying a plane is a skill. So to be accurate enough to hit that tower where it needed to be, to destroy it in the manner of which it was destroyed, there are pilots that are skilled enough that said that they probably could not have done that. So are we talking about a one-off, an anomaly with someone who is much less skilled than they are?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't look that hard to me. I'm not an expert pilot.
Exactly. My point exactly.
Nor am I an experienced hijacker. But I mean, it's not exactly.
You didn't have to land a plane.
An experienced
hijacker. You had to hit an object, right?
Yeah.
But in order to get the result that he got, right? That's first thing that makes you go. Second thing, I remember that day.
Yeah.
I walked out right after the first plane, and I recall an explosion in the second tower. Subsequently, in recent years, like you said, there's footage and first-hand account of witnesses that say that they heard an explosion, a demolition-style explosion. You've heard this from firefighters that were in buildings or surrounding those buildings. You've heard this from witnesses that were right near the buildings, and you heard this from people that were actually in the towers.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that, which is
very
suspicious. I mean, for so many people to say that, and like the way the buildings fell. I mean, the buildings are made to kind of like the structural load to collapse, like rather than topple, because obviously toppling buildings will lead to mass devastation. So, like, I do know that's a thing, but yeah, I mean, the people hearing explosions, the dancing guys, I'm not gonna say and like, there's definitely like the insurance. There's a lot of very sus things about it.
I mean, from what I'm not an expert on building mechanics, but from what it looks like, you had an uncontrolled fire that was raging.
Investigators found no evidence that a demolition explosion brought down the World Trade Center towers. The collapse started where the planes hit and fires burned and nowhere else. As for thermite, that would have required thousands of pounds of compound to inconspicuously placed on steel beams ignited remotely and held in contact with the steel for a prolonged time.
On the middle floors of multiple buildings for hours.
Okay.
I could imagine that there was also jet fuel that was causing combustion to occur. I mean, it's a building. There's a bunch of stuff in there. There's gas, water heaters, all types of reasons why something might explode.
Neither one of us are architects, right? The industry I work in, I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, there's the old thing, jet fuel can't melt steel beams, and it's just like,
melt steel beams.
yes it can. Firstly, I don't know where you fucking heard that. But secondly, like, prolonged heat warps metal, and like, that was a very hot fire with everything else burning inside.
Very hot fire that you're used to build.
Not saying it's not sus.
So if you're telling me that just from an explosion from jet fuel and its combination, which has also been, I would say, debunked by others that are experts in not only chemicals and science, which I'm not, I'm taking from them, which they're saying is that this is virtually impossible for buildings to collapse in that way. So there are reference points, and I've seen these just randomly, demolitions of old buildings, Vegas, things like that. Why did it look so similar, and how are we saying that this perfect storm of chemicals and explosions and jet fuel could do that to a building where we've never seen an example of that before?
For sure, but there's never been a building that big that's ever collapsed in that manner before as well.
But we have seen buildings, I mean, I can't recall the count, but it was overseas, I believe in maybe Turkey, where there was a plane that hit a building intentionally, suicide bomber, and the building didn't collapse. Smaller caliber plane, granted. However, the mechanics design, not much off. Does height, I mean, we're not physicists, but does all that play into what we saw with all these rocks?
Well, one question I have: what does melt steel beams?
Intense heat. but at what, I mean, again, science. I don't know how thick thick the beams are. We can go into all of that, but we're just talking about what we know, what we've seen.
Hey, thank you.
My God.
Yeah, I'm very surprised they let this guy go on for so long compared to everyone else. I must say, like, that is quite surprising because I don't know, I felt like the other guys had better points. I guess they were talking about different things.
Laptop reveals personal issues but provides no evidence linking Joe Biden to criminal conduct or corruption. Let's get into it.
I mean, it's almost definitely corruption.
Almost definitely corrupt.
Bunch of Ukraine deals and stuff like that were very suspect. Like, I doubt Joe didn't know anything about that shit. Like, I highly doubted Joe Biden put him in a fucking position of power. I mean, yeah, governments and government officials are fucking corrupt. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, but I don't think Joe was anywhere near what Donald Trump is. I mean, the planes, the fucking Qatar deals, the fucking golf courses going up all around the world. Like, I can't believe this is just thought of as fine. I mean, his net worth has gone up so much just in the last, like, what's it been, 6 months or something, 7 months? It's fucked. It's fucked. Like, I've said it before, but I always thought it was crazy when Jacob Zuma was the president of South Africa, and we had this corrupt rapist as our president, and I was like, how? Like, as a kid, I was like 13 when I found out that he had raped someone too. And, like, it was just incomprehensible to me that a rapist could be the president of a country. And then he was corrupt as hell. Blatantly. So fucking corrupt. And I was like, how is this possible? Like, how cooked is our country that this is about to happen? And then I grow up to see America do that. Like, far more powerful, far more influential, the most powerful, the most influential country in the world, and they put up a corrupt rapist as their president. Twice. Fuck me, I don't know how that happened.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Good to meet you, Howard.
Man, so your first part right there, you said about with the personal laptop.
Yeah.
This guy is adorable. It's like a little bumblebee. But like with swag. Swag. Oh, I love him. Look at those glasses. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Isn't that the same one that he was sitting there smoking crack?
Yeah, but smoking crack is not a major...
Hot take. Fucking hot take. Alright? Hunter Biden? Kinda fucking cool.
Hunter Biden? Kinda fucking cool.
He's kinda fucking cool.
He's kinda
Oh, bless you. Bless your cotton socks. God, I hope that was picked up on the mic.
Your cotton socks.
Oh,
I hope that was picked up on the mic.
Little baby.
Oh.
Conduct error.
But it's not about smoking crack, but the laws that he was passing about some people doing that crack was more harsh than what was going on with his son, right?
I mean, the disparity between the 1994 crime bill being passed by Biden and others, and then his son being able to smoke all that crack while simultaneously having the presidential budget to protect him is definitely a disparity. However, part of what Hunter Biden told me is that his...
Damn, that was balls, Andrew.
That was
and others, and then his son... I mean, the disparity between the 1994 crime...
was more harsh than what was going on with his son, right?
I mean, the disparity between the 1994 crime bill...
1994 crime 1994 crime. Disparity. Often called is a significant piece of legislation from the year that addressed crime had significant effects. Incentivized incarceration. The Act provided federal funding to states to build prisons and implement truth in sentencing laws. Prison expansions. The bill's funding encouraged states to expand correctional facilities, which led to a dramatic increase in the U.S. prison population. America's prisons are crazy. They've got so many people in prison. It's wild. Like, that is the land of the free type shit. Okay, so that's what it means. So Joe helped pass this piece of legislation that got so many people incarcerated, sent into prison, put into America's giant prison system, whilst his son smoked crack and used his giant meat scandal. I was on.
Passed by Biden and others, and then his son being able to smoke all that crack while simultaneously having the presidential budget to protect him is definitely a disparity. However, part of what Hunter Biden told me is that his, I think it was the senior thesis that he wrote at Georgetown about the disparity in the crack sentencing in '94 is what caused Joe Biden to kind of repeal that and roll that back later in the 90s.
I mean, but you said about rolling it back, but it's more enhancement that they would do with that law, right? Because he was doing the same thing but making it.
Yeah.
But you have the same person that was doing that, and they are getting what, 30 to life almost?
Yeah, I don't think
he gets rehab. But that will be against a lot of laws right there. I mean,
yeah. I mean, just to clarify, I don't think anybody should be in jail for drugs in general, unless you're manufacturing the ridiculous amount of fentanyl that kills a bunch of people.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Decriminalize all that shit. Like, if you're just using a little bit of drugs, I don't know many people who don't do a little bit of something of some sort.